Yeah, this is Segmentum, and I decided to do a playthrough of Earth Defense Force 5, focusing on the Fencer class. He's like the mech suit class. I'm going to focus on a difficult mission. This is going to be mission 6 on hardest difficulty, and this is called Unidentified Flying Objects. Now this is a pretty tough early level mission for the Fencer if you're trying to do a hardest difficulty playthrough. The game has 5 difficulty levels. The first 3 are unlocked by default, and you can only get to these difficulties if you play through the whole game. Now, I've beaten the entire game before, a couple years back, and wanted to try this on the PC, so I got a utility called Cheat Engine to go ahead and unlock these 2 difficulties, because I didn't want to spend time again playing through hard. I've already done that, and I didn't see a need to go through it all over again. I just wanted to play on the tougher difficulty. So I found that hardest is pretty tough, and so I figured I'll probably do a couple of videos explaining tactics to use for hardest, and they may also work for Inferno. I'm not going to try this on Inferno because as an older gamer, this game can be tough, all the maneuvering you have to do on my thumbs, and so hardest is fine for me. If I can do Inferno on these missions, I'll do it if it's feasible, but in most cases I'll probably be doing hardest. That's satisfactory. So what you're going to need, if you look at my Fencer on the right, I've only got an armor of 414. That's still pretty low in terms of the game to get through most missions on the hardest and Inferno difficulty. So what you want to do is you want to do some weapon farming in mission 3. This is offline mission 3, Crisis in the Base Part 1. You see I've done that all those missions on Inferno, if you hardest and Inferno. So once you get the right weapons and equipment unlocked under hard difficulty, it's not that difficult to get through hardest and Inferno. And in doing that, you can farm a lot of the higher level weapons you need for this mission on hardest. So let me look at the equipment I've got here. I'll just talk about it. So what you want to do is you want to dual equipped 2 sets of the same weapon. You see in my left and right hand for weapon 1 set, I've got the UT hand Gatling. This is basically like a machine gun. You can see right there, it's like a little 3-barrel chain gun, and this is the best weapons that has high capacity. See, I've got, and mine's been leveled up. I think it starts off with around 800 rounds, and at this point I've got almost 1,000 rounds, and that's really helpful to have since you're going to deal with a lot of swarms of these drone enemies. And the reason why I dual equip this is so if I'm running low on this weapon, instead of waiting for the 10 seconds for it to reload, I can just switch to the other UT hand Gatling that's already ready to go. So this gives you a little advantage over the enemies, a mob of enemies, and that you can fire almost 1,800 rounds before you have to reload. Of course, make sure if you do need to reload, you have an opportunity to do it. Probably better to do that once the swarms of enemies have toned down a little bit. And then on the other hand, we've got the jackhammer. The jackhammer is like a short-range shotgun, and this does quite a bit of damage, like 440 points per shot, and you can fire almost 5.5 of them at a time. So you'll take out the drone opponents very easily, and the range is limited to 64 meters, but that's plenty enough to get these drones if they start swarming around you, and also it's high capacity. So, and both these weapons together, you want the jackhammer because it lets you do a dash, which is the way the Fencer can maneuver around, and then this other weapon, the hand Gatling, comes with a jump booster. So you can use a movement technique in this game called a dash boost or dash jumping, and this will allow you to move around the map a lot more effectively than you could in the previous game, Earth Defense Force 4.1. And speaking of dash boosting, you will need some equipment that you farm from previous levels. You need at least a booster 1 upgrade. This booster lets you make 2 jumps in a row. And then you also need at least dash cell 1. I've got dash cell 3 here, but dash cell 1 is also appropriate, and this gives you 2 consecutive dashes. There's a movement technique in the game called, I guess, dash jumping. Maybe it's dash boosting, I don't know the exact term, but if you hit your dash and boost almost simultaneously, then you'll move at a high rate of speed at a horizontal distance, and you'll be elevated up a little bit. So you'll see examples while I'm playing the game, but this is essential so you can keep ahead of these drone opponents. One thing about this mission to stay alive is you will need to be highly maneuverable. You don't want to stay in one place longer than a few seconds, or the drones could get a beat on you. And also, for starting this mission, I'll just give another idea of the general strategy and tactics, just because it is kind of elaborate, unfortunately, if you want to survive this mission with low armor like I have. So when you start the game out, you're going to start out near the center of the map, and you're going to have some of your EDF team members there. So you want to try to stay close to your team members, not too far away. Stay close and try to take out the drones that are going after them. And if any of the drones come after you, just try to back off and take them out so they don't flank you. So you want to be kind of like defending your position, taking out any flanking drones, and then once they're gone, continue going after the drones that are hovering over and menacing your teammates. And you're going to go through a few waves of drones like this, and they're going to get increasingly more numerous. And then finally, in about the middle of when the map reaches, I guess, the middle of its sequences, the mothership will fire its weapon. It'll fire a weapon right down the center of the map, and I don't recommend being here at that time. That weapon can do a lot of damage. You probably want to back off a little more southward toward the corner edge or close that edge. Southward is, I guess, northward in the map's defined as you start out. When you start this map, you'll be facing north. And I'll go ahead and get the map loaded so we can talk about it further. Let me just get it going here at hardest, and then I can talk further about the strategy, and I'll just pause the game once it loads up. So otherwise, that way we don't have to wait so long for the game to start. But once the mothership fires its weapon, then there'll be another wave of drones that come out, and you'll have to go after that wave. Now at this point, there's going to be a lot of drones, and you may get a little overwhelmed, and so near the last, I guess, 3/4 of the mission, there will be some reinforcements. Some reinforcement EDF troops will appear in the form of the giant exoskeletons, and they'll appear, I guess, kind of not on the far east side of the map, but the middle east side, just a little bit away from the center. It's kind of like about the same distance from the center you start, but to the east. And you want to try to head over to them. I'm just pausing here just so we can talk a little more about the strategy. So this way I'm facing now, this is northward. And if you need to pull back because you're starting to get flanked by the drones, you want to head the opposite direction from this. But always try to head back north so you can stay near your teammates, which you see represented by the blue dots on the radar to the upper right. Now, a little bit later in the mission, those reinforcements will appear, and you probably want to find a way to head toward them or fight your way toward them. You may have, if you have too many drones that are going after you, you'll want to continue kiting them, just backing away defensively on the corner border of the map, perhaps to the southeast part. But see if you can find a way to fight your way to the exoskeletons, because they will help provide cover to take out the drones. Now, those drones can overwhelm the exoskeletons, but if you're in the area helping them out, then combined you all may have a better chance of finally taking them out. Now, if you get down to like less than 5 or 6 drones and the exoskeletons are still alive, you may want to use that opportunity to try to pick up any of the weapon and armor boxes that are dropped by the enemies in this area. Most of the drops will be right in the center of the map, because that's where most of the enemies will be converging and getting killed. Another thing too, speaking of the loot drops, be on the lookout for any health kits, because you may need those. It'll be easier to get those earlier in the mission than later, because as the mission goes on, you'll probably be driven further away from the center of the map, and it'll be hard to find those health kits if you need them, because being your health is low, you can only take about 3 or 4 shots before they can take you out. So just be aware of that. Okay, anyway, let's get this started then. Hey, you probably noticed a break in the recording. I died on that first attempt, and I didn't want to have to go through and replay the explanation again, so I'm going to try this again. And apparently when I'd gone through the first playthrough, I tried to help out the exoskeleton reinforcements and wound up getting killed in the process, because there's not a lot of cover around them. So I'm going to try this again and speak through the tactics. I may have explained some of them before, but hopefully I'll be able to get through it this time, so here we go.
What the hell is that? There aren't any safe places anymore.
Now this is the north orientation.
Is it a new weapon made
So,
by another country?
if you need to defend yourself, you want to head south. Also, at some point after the mothership fires, you may want to go in the middle. If you see any men who are troops that have the red triangles, you want to try to bring them with you. They'll help draw the enemy fire. Okay, watch out. There's some enemies trying to flank me here.
This is HQ. The flying saucers are dangerous. Permission to attack granted. Look, the flying saucers were shot down. Yeah, the weapons work.
Keep moving around. Okay, I two behind me, so I'm gonna want to go after them. Slide in there.
Flying saucers spotted! There are too many!
Don't shoot too low, you'll hit your troops.
Over here! I'm over here!
We analyze their pattern of action. We think that these weapons are autonomous battle drones, and I am afraid their targets are humans.
Unmanned killing weapons, huh? If we let them run rampage, it will result in unimaginable casualties. We must shoot them all down.
Goddamn terrorists! I promise I will make you pay!
There should be laws against the use
So I'm moving back south here to kind of defend myself. I'm being flanked. They will start to target you if you see them behind your radar like that. Okay, then once you've cleared them out best you can, and flanking you, you can head back to the center or head back north.
The anti-material rifle should be able to shoot down those drones. Engage the enemy. Roger.
Damn it. One behind you somewhere.
This is Wingdiver. We have arrived on the scene. All members are equipped with Equipment D.
Very well. Attack the flying saucers.
Any help over here? Oh, I saw
Don't
something.
spare any drones, or they will
Oh, it's
attack
not help.
civilians. Destroy them all.
He was trying to get me there.
So far, no substantial information about the flying objects
Help,
could
no,
be
damn it,
obtained.
I need help.
Governments of all countries are still denying any sort of involvement. However, there are only a limited number of forces that can perform such a large-scale attack. In order to find out the truth, the suspected parties should be closely monitored. Investigations ought to be pursued
Any help
and
here? No?
appropriate
There's one.
enforcement actions taken. But currently,
More flying saucers incoming.
I need to reload. Got to reload my gun, my chain gun, so I switched to the other one I
Flying
have.
saucers are attacking humans.
Who's after me?
Civilians are in danger, so shoot down as many of them as possible.
Terrorists can't possibly create such weapons. They seem to be a powerful country.
You get a little cover from these this overpass. It's not great though. It's not full cover. I'm gonna try to get these guys from a distance you can. So a lot will go right in the middle. Just keep moving. So I'm taking a little bit of damage here, but it's helping to take out the guys over my troops. Really take advantage of this high rate of fire. Okay, I got some. There's too many near me now. Looks like. Flanked.
The gigantic mothership is moving.
Help, I need this.
Looks like it's activating some kind of device. We'd better evacuate.
Please prioritize intelligence collection.
Did you hear that?
One
She
over
says
here,
casualties
trying to
are not
flank me.
important.
The hell is that device?
Look! It's a cannon, isn't it?
Wait a minute. I don't like the look of it.
Sometimes the big debris will get in the way of your shots, so make sure if you take a lot of enemies down near you, you move away so they don't get in the way of your shots.
Fall back! Fall back!
You can't see it, but I'm using my chain gun on these guys. Okay, Okay, one's flanking me. Where is he, over here? Okay. One flanker over here, two of them. They're a little sneaky. They will flank you at quite a distance.
It is a space war.
Ah. Use my jackhammer to get effect there. Now at some point we're gonna get another wave of enemies. Then we're probably. I'm gonna see if I can grab these guys. No, I'm gonna grab these guys and see if I can take them with me. It's risky, but.
This is Strategic Command Headquarters.
Okay, now I'm gonna kite back here. What it is, this will keep attention away from me and also keep them alive, the fact they're moving.
What is the air force doing?
And I'll try to help them out here, but
There are just way too many.
I'll keep moving here.
We will all die.
Like I'm in the border now, I gotta move out of here.
Hunt us down sooner or later. If we want to live,
Okay, I'm gonna start kiting them. Not to shoot too low to hurt my guys. Oh, the wing drivers are following me. I realized they do that. Well, that's good.
I'll wake up in my bed, right?
I may accidentally shoot them, but you know, try to avoid that. It's gonna be kind of hard. That's why I love the wing divers in this game. Is they will jump in front of your line of fire. Always kind of a pain. One behind me here. Where is he? Where is he?
Leave the gigantic ship to the Air Force. Ground troops, shoot down the drones.
Okay, now we're at the other corner. He's over here, right? Let's see if I can get him. Okay, got him. Too much cover there. Okay, the exoskeletons are in the middle, so maybe they can help distract the enemy from us. I'm just going to head back here. Not recovering my people that well, but that's alright. Yeah, see, the exoskeletons are now working. So if you can get in range of the exoskeletons on the eastern side of the map at this point, they'll help give you cover against the drones, see? Their weapons are starting to work, but don't let them get too close to them. You still want to kite the enemy.
Show them the power of powered
Keep moving, and keep using your chain gun on them. And making good progress here. And then the exoskeletons will start using the remote rockets to take them out. And it looks like they're being attacked by one too, but they will eventually go after these guys. Yeah, key move here is after the mothership fires its weapon is to go into the middle of the map and just try and take some of your colleagues with you. Keep kiting. Damn it, in my way. I hate that.
A great number of drones were dispatched on the gigantic ship. There are thousands of them.
Make sure watch out the end of the map here because you will get stuck on the wall there. Okay, now I'm gonna head this way. Get some distance. I'm gonna start shooting at him again. Oh, now I gotta reload. Okay, now I'm reloading, so I'm gonna kite myself some more. That's okay if I got some distance. I can still shoot him from here.
Teams of hundreds. Citizens are
I guess they're going
in
after
great danger
my
now.
remaining wing diver there. Gotcha. It looks like my the exoskeletons are still working, still alive. That's good. So we'll try and kill as many as we can here. The wing diver's still alive. The wing diver's pretty effective. Yeah, you should really go rescue the wing divers if you can, because it looks like they're able to survive a little bit longer than the ground troops are. Regular rangers. Okay, it looks like there's not too many of these drones left. So I'm going to start heading the middle to try to get some of the remaining weapon boxes. They'll be distracting my wing diver. Now you gotta be quick to get the weapon boxes because the exoskeletons will take out the drones very quickly. So I guess they're over there to my left somewhere. Or maybe oh, here they are. Here they are. So they're gonna be. I gotta get to as many of these weapon boxes. I guess they moved to the center. So I'm gonna try and get these green. Ignore the armor and just get the weapon boxes. If I get some armor on the way, it's fine. They will take out the drones, I'm pretty sure. And I don't remember seeing any other weapon boxes. Let me see. There's one. I think, yeah, there's one over there. You can use your boost to jump up and take a look.
Sergeant, take the civilians to a safe place.
There's probably no more around here. Yeah, I'm not going to find any others quickly. That's the only thing, if you use these exoskeletons, it will wipe out the enemy quickly, so you may have to gauge how many drones you want to leave standing before you head back to them. And yeah, you don't get many weapons from this anyway, it appears. So anyway, so just to review, you want to try to stay on the stay close to your team members at the beginning, and then if any drones start to outflank you, then go after them and take out the flankers so they don't whittle down your health too much. And then by the middle of the mission, after the mothership fires its weapon, you'll see the screen be lit up with the green light from the weapon. Don't get under it, just stay a little away from it. Then try to move back into the center and rescue any remaining soldiers there are, preferably some wing divers. There should be some of your ground troops left, which may be rangers, some snipers, and the wing diver. And then head back to the south, based on the northward orientation. Head to the south edge of the map, and then start maneuvering to the southeast, to the southeast corner of the map. And while you're kiting the enemies and the drones are distracted by your troops, you can try to help them out best you can. And then head northward to the east side of the map, and by then the exoskeleton reinforcement troops should show up. And they'll head to the middle of the map, but keep kiting, keep going along the edge of the map until it looks like that you and your remaining troops have whittled down the remaining drones to maybe a handful, maybe less than 10. And once you got about 10 of the drones, it'll probably be safe for you to try to head toward the middle of the map and pick up any leftover ammo and weapon boxes that remain. And of course, it's a race against time there, because by the time you try to locate those boxes, I don't think you'll be able to get all of them. The exoskeletons will probably finish off the remaining drones. So anyway, that's the strategy. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments. Take care, and buy Earth Defense Force 5. It's a good game. See ya.